What's up, guys? Welcome to Parlay Power Hour for July 6, 2020. We're back in the lab. We're back in the studio, and we're getting after it today. Yesterday, we were outside. I was outside for some reason. Will was in Miami because he's just taking vacations for no reason. Grant was locked in, as usual. That's who Grant is. So we're going to start with you, Grant. First of all, you're going to answer the question of the day. What hour of the day is this?
I studied all night for this one. It's the best hour of the day.
I put it up on the screen too early. I think you read it. But you know what I was pumped about yesterday? Jack Fratboy. If you guys didn't watch that episode, just go watch the beginning because Steven, a.k.a. Jack Miami Fratboy, was with Will in Miami, and he answered this question right. So I was pretty impressed about that, Will. What do you think?
No, I think that was the best answer to that question that we've had on the show so far. So I'm glad he was there to answer that question.
Did you give him some notes beforehand?
No, that was he rattled that off the top of the dome. That was impressive.
You know what? The boys are buzzing today, obviously, but I'm gonna channel Jacked Frat Guy, and I'm gonna remember him because rest in peace to him on this show. He will be back soon, but I'm gonna show off the guns.
We get the
okay, all right, stop. Hey, you know what? You ran cross country in college. Just by the way, I played football. Just to let you know. So you might be bigger than me now, but back in the day. All right, boys, let's get into it. Subscribe to the Sports 2.0 network, though, before we get into it. I always say get into it, then this. Subscribe. We're almost at 500 followers or subscribers. YouTube has their own custom name, subscribers. It's followers. We're going to the freaking moon on the Sports 2.0 network YouTube channel, so make sure you guys subscribe. We appreciate all the support. Grant, the one and only. Mitchell, 2-2 yesterday, 56-46 on the season. Will the Wizard Reed, 34-29. Will, what'd you go yesterday?
We had a nice 1-2 day. I eliminated the
nice 1-2 day.
Well, it was looking bad. It was supposed to be 0-4, but I had another push because that's my signature. I push all my bets. So I just eliminated those off the end of my record. I'm gonna forget all of those, and we're at 34-29 now. It's been a rough stretch the last few weeks, so I need to pick it up.
Now, rough stretch. I'm having a rough stretch. 37-27. I was 0-3 yesterday. I went 3-1 the day before. 0-3 yesterday. But you know what? Great bettors get back on the horse, and that's what we're going to do today. Shout out Gloria K. Thanks for watching. Morning, guys. Good morning, Gloria. Thank you for being on our YouTube channel and watching
from that
platform. We're going to win for you today. We guarantee it. If anyone else has comments, throw them in there. We'll give you a shout out. Grant, we're starting with you. You're betting soccer, which means absolutely nothing to me, but maybe does to someone. Italy to advance, -138 over Spain. Where are they advancing to? Like back to their home country? Like what are we talking here, Grant?
They are advancing to the final, and you might say that you don't care about this bet, but you took Italy last game, so we are teaming up here for the first time on our soccer bets. I like Italy over Spain here. They're completely fraudulent. They've scored the most goals in the tournament in a very ridiculous way. They scored 5 goals in consecutive games. 2 of those were own goals. 2 of them were by defenders. They only scored 2 goals in 3 games in the group stage, I believe. Actually, excuse me. One of those 5 goals games was to close out the group stage, and then they just scored only 1. They had to win on PKs, and it was one of the worst penalty shootouts that I've ever seen. And that was against Switzerland, which is far from a dynamo. Whereas Italy has all of a sudden become the favorite to win the tournament. They're 32 games unbeaten, which is a national record. They've won 13 games in a row. They're completely dominating everybody that they play. The only thing that is giving Spain some kind of momentum is a candidate for player of the tournament, which is Spinazzola. Italy's left back tore his Achilles in the last game, so I hope he gets better soon. He's obviously going to miss this game. So that's really the only thing that Spain has going in their favor. But this Italian team, the way they play, it's interesting, and it's hard to relate to an American sport. Basically, they attack by defending. So if you think about, say they go down to take a shot on goal, the keeper saves it, whatever, or a defender steals away from them, they bring their whole defense up into the attacking half of the pitch. So by defending, they're really still attacking and putting their pressure on Spain, on the other team. So I think that's what they're going to do to Spain, and they're going to win. I see you guys laughing over there. I know you don't like my soccer takes, but that was mine.
No, that was I was very intrigued by the way they play defense. They attack by playing defense, and American sports don't do that. So that was very, very interesting. Grant, one thing, Will, I got a question for you. Now, Grant calls himself such a soccer fan, but he's not calling these teams by their real names, which is Italia and España. If he was actually a soccer fan, he would do that. Will, what do you think?
Well, first, I think his soccer explanation was a little too long. I was kind of getting bored there. But I think you're right. I saw your comment yesterday on one of his posts that he needs to be less American and call them by their proper, homeland names, Italian, España. I think you're right. That's what they would want, at least from our overseas viewers that you like to, apply yourself to. You call yourself the European arm of the show. So.
Well, if you want to really get into it, Spain is actually known as La Roja, which obviously means the red, the mighty red. So that's what they should be
slang.
called.
That's slang. That's not even. No, it's España. It's España. All right, wait, Grant. Someone's actually interested in soccer. First of all, I want to give a shout out to RJ. RJ Patricio, best media graphic designer you're going to find. He did the new intro to Between the Lines, which is going to air tonight. So excited about that. Gloria wants to know, will both teams score in this contest?
I know that Spain has scored the most goals in the tournament, like I mentioned, at 12. Italy's in second with 11. But I don't think that Spain's going to score in this game. If you look at their recent matches, I mentioned they won 2 games where they scored 5 goals. But they really have not been that impressive, in complete honesty. Those 5-goal games were against Slovakia and Croatia, which don't have good defenses. They only got a 1-1 against Switzerland, and in that game they didn't actually score. Their lone goal was an own goal. And Spain, they're just not athletic and fast enough to hang with the Italians and the pressure they're going to put on them. So I think Italy wins. This might sound weird. I think Italy's going to win a comfortable 1-0, maybe 2-0. I don't think there's going to be a ton of goals in the game, but I think Italy's going to have complete possession of the ball and the way the game goes.
All right, I'm not going to argue with that because I'm not much of a soccer guy, except I tend to make good soccer picks. What are you going to do? All right, well, Dodgers money line against the Marlins. Great pick here. You got a lot of value on the Dodgers today because the Marlins beat them last night. Why do you like the Dodgers?
I mean, I was in attendance yesterday for the Marlins-Dodgers game. The Marlins pulled out a victory. The Dodgers rested a lot of their key guys. Bellinger didn't play until about the 8th inning. Muncy didn't play till about the 8th inning. Same with Betts. So I expect those guys might get some time today. Plus, I don't even see the normal Marlins squad beating the B team Dodgers 2 days in a row. So that's why I'm going with this one. You got Constant on the mound for the Dodgers, Lopez on the mound for the Marlins. Not bad for either team, but I just don't see the Marlins pulling out 2 straight victories against the Dodgers, who have been hot recently.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going Dodgers -1.5 at +134. I think this is great value. Like you said, the A team didn't play yesterday. I take the B team to cover today too. They're not going to lose twice. Tony Gonsolin on the bump against Pablo Lopez. You know what? I am gonna give one shout out though. I'm not stripping. I said this morning. I do have a Marlin shirt on under here. Maybe that's bad juju. I don't know. But the Dodgers rolled the victory tonight. The Marlins are not on their level. Tony Gonsolin throws a gem. I think Pablo Lopez is good. But the Dodgers bats wear them down. Grant, you like this pick?
Yeah, I do. You guys mentioned it. I don't see the Dodgers losing 2 days in a row to the Marlins, no matter who's playing. I wish I would have known the B team was playing yesterday before I made my pick for the Dodgers to cover the run line, but it is what it is. Dodgers get it done today.
You know, when we do Parlay Power Hour in the morning, the lineups aren't even out yet, so we could write that off if you want, Grant. But a loss is a loss, just to let you know. We're not letting you get away with it here on Parlay Power Hour.
So we can write it off, but you can't write it off.
What write off what?
You said you would give me the write-off and then said a loss is a loss and there's no changing it. So
no, I said we could give you a write-off if we were like soft on Parlay Power Hour, but we're not soft here. We win money, so gotcha. We're not soft. All right, Phillies money line, Grant, Cubs under 10. All right. The Phillies blew the Cubs out yesterday. They could have covered the over by themselves. You like the game to go under, but you like the Phillies to win. Why?
Yeah, so you mentioned the Phillies blew out the Cubs yesterday, but it's not like the Phillies are the most explosive offensive team in the league. The Cubs have lost 10 games in a row here, so let's just clear that one up right away. The Cubs stink right now. They've dropped to 42-43, which is actually quite amazing to think that they were 52-43 just some time. Or excuse me, 42 and 33 just some time ago. But they're playing awful right now. They can't do anything on either end here. So the Phillies are going to win this one. And we don't have a great pitching matchup. We've got Nola versus Arrieta. I think Arrieta is easily exposable on the mound. But I don't think that the Phillies are going to be able to produce the scoring they did yesterday. So I'll take the under.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one. You know what's surprising? The Cubs are now probably going to be sellers at the deadline the way it's looking. If they continue this trend when we get back from the All-Star break, I thought they were going to be in line to win the Central, but that is not the case anymore. Will, you're sticking on the diamond here. You like Rockies money line against the Diamondbacks. Why? Nobody cares about this game, but this is a great bet. This is a great bet. I will give you that.
I saw Rockies plus money against probably like the worst team in baseball, and I just jumped right on it. I got John Gray on the mound for the Rockies and versus Merrill Kelly for the Diamondbacks. Neither pitcher is very great, but neither team is very great. So I just went with the team that I think is clearly the better team in this one. That's the Rockies. The Diamondbacks are absolutely awful. So anytime I get plus money opportunity against them, I'll take it.
There you go. I love that pick. I think that's a great bet. Rockies, Diamondbacks. I said this on my daily pick show today. Nobody cares about this game. Nobody should care about this game. Even if you're a Rockies fan or a Diamondbacks fan, Rockies fans are looking forward to the All-Star game coming to their stadium. That's all they have to look forward this year. All right, Grant. You do. Let's see. Grant's got no more baseball. Okay. Will's got no more baseball. I got one more baseball, and then we're going to talk about what matters tonight. That's a little preview for you right there. That's what matters tonight. But anyways, Red Sox money line against the Angels. I got a baseball show tonight. Between the Lines, as I said, RJ made the intro for that. New era of Between the Lines begins tonight, and we're talking about the Red Sox. We're going to talk about Shohei Ohtani and the Angels. And I'm going to tell people to stop talking about Shohei Ohtani and the Angels. We talked about Shohei Ohtani long enough. We have. We really have. And you know what? Just because he's on the mound tonight, I used to have the rule, if Shohei Ohtani's on the mound, bet the Angels. I will still have that unless it's against the Boston Red Sox, the new savages of the American League. Red Sox money line, they won last night. They'll win again tonight because Shohei Ohtani is not a top-tier pitcher. That's what I'm saying. He's not a top-tier pitcher. What makes him so great is he can do both, but we blow things out of proportion when he's on the bump, and we say, oh, he's going to shut down everyone. No, he's not. He's not. Red Sox deliver tonight, money line. What do you guys think?
I'm on board with this. I've thought this kind of quietly for a while. I don't want to say that the Shohei Ohtani hype was over exaggerated because it's not. He's a generational talent, first player to ever make the All-Star game as a pitcher and as a batter. But you just mentioned it. He's not a top 5 pitcher in baseball. He's not a top 10 pitcher in baseball. You can't send him out there and expect him to hold everybody to 1 or 2 runs every time he's on the mound. So I like the Red Sox in this one too. The Red Sox have been killing it lately. So yeah, I'll stick with the jersey you got on.
There you go. Well, what do you think?
Nah, I'm glad you mentioned it because I remember your rule. Usually when Shohei Ohtani's on the bump, you go with the Angels. But I'm glad you mentioned that you're going away from that one here. I completely agree with you guys. The Ohtani hype has been a little out of proportion. I mean, he is hitting balls out of the park at a extreme rate, but that doesn't really translate to when he's on the pitching mound. So I do like the Red Sox in this one.
Yeah, and you know what? For people that have a problem with what I'm saying here, the whole nation of Japan, first of all, he's a good pitcher. He's not a great pitcher. When you combine with what he can do pitching-wise and batting, like he throws a 100-mile-an-hour fastball and he hits a 100-mile-an-hour shot out of the yard. That's amazing. But just if you take his pitching and you remove it from the equation, he's not a superior pitcher. He's a good pitcher. He's not a great pitcher. That's what I'm saying. All right, let's keep it going before Japan cancels us on the show. All right. Let's see. All right, we're going to the hardwood. We'll start with Grant because he's the basketball guy. Well, I guess Will's a basketball guy. I'm a basketball guy too. Suns in 4. That's what you got to know. Bucks plus 6.5. Over of 219. Grant, talk to me about this one.
I don't know. I might revoke your claim that you're the basketball guy, but I'll say that you're the Suns guy, if that makes you feel better. You've been driving the train.
I like that a lot.
So I will preface this by saying you can be proud of me. I think the Suns are going to win this game, but at plus 6.5, I think the Bucks cover. I wrote a preview for this game yesterday. You can find it on the Sports 2.0 network. I think it's going to be a very close game. I think it's going to come down to the end. I think Phoenix is going to have somewhere between a 4 and 8 point lead for a majority of the fourth quarter. And we've seen throughout these playoffs that Chris Paul especially has done a great job at slowing the tempo down and closing out other teams. We saw Devin Booker as well, had a 40-point triple-double to start the series against the Clippers. Chris Paul had 37 to close out the Nuggets and 41 to close out the Clippers. So they've been doing very well in those late game scenarios. I think Milwaukee, without Giannis, I thought they were more free flowing, and I think that they're going to score a lot. And to answer Gloria's question, yes, I do think we're going over here. I think both teams are going to light it up, but I think the Suns hold that lead and they never give it back.
There you go. I like that. Now, Gloria's kind of like a wizard here. She's kind of a wizard. She said Suns first half. Now, Gloria, we actually have a bet here from Will the Wizard about the Suns in the first half. He's got Suns -3 in the first half at -115 against the Bucks. Wizard, why do you like this one?
Well, I've been looking up my spread bets for this one. I've been preparing for this one. The Suns are actually, I believe, 12-1 in the first half in these playoffs, and there's against the spread. And I do like Grant's full game spread though for the Bucks. Although the other spreads that I was looking up, the home team when they're coming off of a 2-day rest are 12-0 against the spread. But I think that +6.5 is a little too much for the Suns to cover. So I do like that out of him. But judging off the statistics, the Suns, I think they'll come out fast in this one. The Bucks, they don't have Giannis for game one. So I think they might be a little lethargic. They are coming off a little less rest time than the Suns are as well. So I think the Suns will come out a little faster in this one and take the lead into the half by at least 3.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And guys, just a little heads up here, Sports 2.0 Network programming schedule for today. Will Grant, a new content creator named Aaron McGregory, and Rodney Newpel will be doing a NBA Finals preview show. So make sure you check that out, 4 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Gloria's got Suns -2.5, Gloria. That's a better bet than Will at -3 because he's going to push. All right. So
we know Will doesn't like the half points. He likes the full ones that he can add a tie to his record.
Yeah, he likes full points.
I'm surprised she got it at -2.5. She must have gotten that before Giannis was ruled out last night. So good on her for getting that bet early.
No, she probably just looks up and does some research.
Oh well,
you just go to the first sports book.
I have it at -3.5, so I got it for what I could.
Okay.
He was on a red eye home from Miami. We got to cut him some slack.
Red eye. He left this morning. He left this morning. He was out partying last night after the Marlins game. All right, Deandre Ayton over 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Well, I got Deandre Ayton on a prop bet, but I do not have this one. Why do you like him to? You pick these stupid props, but why do you like this prop?
I love these props. This is what I make my money off of most of the time, but. DeAndre Ayton has covered this. He covered this total, I believe, 6 out of the 7 games or whatever it was against the Suns. I think he does it again today. There's no Giannis for the Bucks. Not a lot of interior defensive presence for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is not going to be able to slow down DeAndre Ayton. I think he's going to get a lot of rebounds too. Brook Lopez is not a good rebounder for the Bucks. He's made fun of a lot. He gets 2 rebounds or 3 rebounds a lot, and he's 7 feet tall, so that's just unacceptable from him. I think he'll be feasting on the boards and with the points. He's not going to get a lot of assists, but I'll just throw that in there. Maybe he gets 1 or 2 feeding back to Chris Paul or Devin Booker. But I think this is a pretty good bet.
Yeah, I like this bet. Now I got DeAndre Ayton in a bet. Grant, you tell me if you like this bet while I pull something up here on the screen.
Yeah, so I think this is very smart. Will mentioned it. Giannis is going to be out, and Brook Lopez, it plays like a 7-foot point guard. He has no interest in going inside to rebound the ball. If I'm not mistaken, the Bucks' 2 leading rebounders without Giannis were Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton. So I can easily see Ayton grabbing 15+ boards there, which means he only needs 11 points and assists combined. So yeah, I like that one 100 times out of 100.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Gloria, props are a great way to make extra cash. That is the truth. We love prop bets here at the Sports 2.0 Network. We'll just choose the stupid prop bets. But anyways, let's get into my picks for the evening. I got Suns -255 and DeAndre Ayton first basket. Let me talk about DeAndre Ayton. First of all, he's going to score first. Here's why he's going to score first. They got to get him going early. They're going to put a play in to get him the ball. He shoots. If the play breaks apart, if the the whatever the play what breaks apart. Yeah, play does not work. He will not score, but they're going to give him an open look to make a basket and start this game off strong. Now, if the Suns don't score first, we're screwed because this bet involves both teams. But I'm banking on the Suns scoring first. You know why? They're going to win this game. Here's why. Let me show you something right now. What do you think I'm pulling up? Suns in 4. That's all you got to know. I know it's minus 255. Don't call me a scaredy cat. Don't call me whatever soft. We're not soft here at the Sports 2.0 Network. We just call it how it is. Suns in 4. It's a mindset. It's a mentality. It's a way of freaking life. They're going to win this series. They're going to win it in 4 games. If they don't win it in 4, you know what? Suns in 4 are still alive because it's a mentality. It's a mindset. That's how this team's playing. They're playing with the chip right now. If Deandre Ayton scores, great. I win another bet, plus 500, great prop. If he doesn't, who cares? You know why? Suns in 4. Lock it up.
Yeah, you've been driving the train since the Denver Nuggets series. Minus 255. In any other case, I would be all over you. But I know this is your destiny. You're following your path here, so you got to take them. So it is what it is. Minus 255. I'm not taking it, but you can have it.
Suns in 4. It's a mindset, Will. It's a freaking mindset. What do you think?
I do think those are the worst odds that we've ever put on the screen for this show. But as Grant said, you've been rocking with it since that Nuggets series. You call it a mindset. I don't think it's really a mindset. I just think it was their saying that they went with, and now it's broken apart. But you can have whatever you want. The Suns minus 255. Deandre Ayton first basket. Who knows if that'll happen? Maybe Brook Lopez miraculously wins the tip, and the Bucks score first. But Suns in 4 for you.
Suns in 4. Deandre Ayton first basket. And you know what? The minus 255 is canceled out by the plus 500. That's what you got to think of. Suns in 4. Mindset, mentality. Lock it up, boys. That does it for Parlay Power Hour for June, July. I'm getting so fired up right now. July 6th, because you know what? Suns in freaking 4. Let's go win it. Let's go win a damn championship tonight. Grant, final thoughts. Start with you.
Well, I want to talk about the NBA here. For all the talk about how injuries have ruined the playoffs and everything, viewership is up over 30% in these playoffs. And as much as I would love to see Giannis here, I think it's awesome that we're seeing the Bucks in the finals, their first time since 1973, and the Suns, it's their first time since 1993, and the Suns are looking for their first championship as a franchise. I think it's great. I think we're in for some high-level basketball. I love the parity that we're finally getting. And I'm fired up to watch Game 1 tonight. William,
the Wizard, Reed, what do you think?
I echo Grant's statement. I'm sad there was no hockey today to bet on. But I do not believe your Suns in 4 mentality will work out for the Suns later on in this series if Giannis comes back. But I guess we'll see tonight. I think they pulled through tonight. So your Suns in 4 will live on for another day. But those are my thoughts.
You don't understand. It doesn't matter. They could lose the first 3 and then come back and win 4 straight. Suns in 4 is a mentality. It's a way of life. It's like we said, the locker room signs. They walk on the court. They think Suns in 4. Okay, we're going to whoop Milwaukee's ASS. That's what I'm going to say about that. All right. Suns in 4, mentality, mindset. That does it for Parlay Power Hour for July 6th. Gloria had Canadians yesterday. Nice pick, Gloria. I don't think did you have Canadians?
I did not. Steve did.
Jack Fratboy had it.
Jack Fratboy like stole the show yesterday.
I think he went 3-0.
He went 2-1.
Okay.
Fratboy. All right. Final question. Final bet. If me and Jack Fratboy threw down, who's winning?
Jack Fratboy was a multiple-time state qualifier in wrestlings and MMA stuff, so I'll give him the better odds.
Yeah, he probably whipped my ass. Anyways, that does it. Parlay Power Hour, July 6th, 2021, guys. Hope you have a great day. Hope you had a good hour because that was the best hour of our day. Talk to you soon.